Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
To a session. And the idea was you could use a coin to re-roll a roll once during the session. You know,
Like
if
an
you have 3
inspiration
coins,
coin.
you do it 3 times. Or you could use it to kill 10 points. These motherfuckers just sat on them. I'm like, I'm done. So I gave them a bunch of magical effects they could buy. For,
Oh yeah. There's
know,
that's
to add
that's
to their
why
items.
that's why I started handing out inspiration at the beginning of the session, because people would forget. I would forget to hand it out, and then
Yep.
set it up to where people could give it to each other under certain circumstances, and then people would forget to give it to each other even, or would not just not give it to each other. So now it's like, well, I'll give you one at the beginning of each session, and then you can use it or not. You know, like. At any
Well, and
rate.
I've been trying to push using them, as you noticed. I'm sure I've been using them, trying to at least.
So let me do
Giving
this
them away.
little intro spiel. Hail and well met adventurers! Welcome to the realm of imagination and dice rolls, Action Surge, where epic tales unfold, dragons breathe fire, and heroes rise against the darkness. Join us as we embark upon a journey through the fantastical world of Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe soon to be other things as well. So grab your dice, sharpen your wits, and prepare to immerse yourself in a story where anything is possible. We'll tell tales of valor, weave stories that will echo through the ages, and talk a lot of rubbish because the action starts now. Well, not actually. The action doesn't actually start now. We're going to talk first about this busted-ass spell. Okay. So this
Yay,
busted-ass
busted
spell,
spell.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with any of the new 2024 stuff.
And I.
But I am
Nope.
going to talk to you today about this spell called Conjure Minor Elementals. Conjure Minor
Excuse me, what?
Elementals is a 4th level conjuration spell that is just broken. It has a casting time of 1 action. It's a concentration up to 10 minutes. You conjure spirits from the elemental planes that flit around you in a 15-foot emanation for the duration. Until the spell ends, any attack you make deals an extra 2d8 damage when you hit a creature in the emanation. This damage is acid, cold, fire, or lightning. Your choice when you make the attack. So as long as they're within 15 feet of you, they can take damage, extra damage, 2d8. Now, doesn't sound that broken at first glance, right? But imagine if you're a sorcerer and you cast Aganazar Scorcher, right? Or Scorching Ray. And Scorching Ray, I believe, does 3d6 per beam.
I think so.
And let's say you upcast again Scorching Ray to do, however many beams, and they do 3d6 per beam, and then you're doing 3d6 per beam, and also doing an extra 2d8 per beam. Now, that sounds a little busted, but wait, there's more. If you use a higher level spell slot, the damage increases by another 2d8 for each slot you use above level 4. Now, granted, to cast a 5th level spell, you have to be 7th level, I believe. No, wait. Ninth level, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, ninth level to cast a fifth level spell. So you have to be ninth level, so you're already fairly powerful. But the problem is now you're doing a 3d6 scorching ray beam with 4d8 added on. Now you can see how that's a little bit busted. But wait, there's more. What if you had the spell Conjure Minor Elementals, and you were high enough level to cast it, so you had to be it's a 4th level spell, so you had to be 7th level to cast it. But you also took, I don't know, 3 levels in Fighter.
Uh-oh.
Now, with the 2024 rules, if you're using a light weapon, you get a free attack action with a light weapon. You get a free attack, just a free boom, so as a fighter of, let's say, 5th level and a caster of, let's say, 9th level, so you'd be 14th level, mind you, but you're putting out damage now that is whatever you do as your fighter hit plus 2d8 per hit, and at 5th level, a fighter in 2024 rules can do conceivably 6 attacks in a round. So they can do extra attack twice, so it's attack. Light weapon means you get a free attack. That's another attack. So that's three attacks. No, that's 3. So attack.
Okay, yeah.
Light weapon,
Yeah, I got it.
free attack. That's 3. Action surge, attack, light weapon, free attack. That's 3 more. That's 6.
Yeah.
Plus a bonus action attack would make 7. If you action surge, so you have a bonus attack, you only get 1 bonus attack, but you can do 6 base attacks with action surge. And now, as a fighter with Great Weapon Master, you're doing plus 5 extra damage, plus whatever your strength is, plus whatever the 2d6 damage is for the, or plus whatever the weapon damage is, but 2d6 for like a maul or, what is it, Great Axe that does 2d6? Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
But either way, so you're doing 2d6 per attack, plus 2d8 per attack, plus, conceivably 10 more damage for the Great Weapon Master and your strength bonus. Not to mention if the weapon has any pluses. Let's assume that weapon is a flame tongue and does an extra 2d6. You are just scaling insanely. Now, that's crazy.
Hold on. I found a flaw.
Yeah.
Okay. Great weapon ain't all great weapons two-handed. So you would technically lose 2 attacks going great weapon, but you'd still be doing a tremendous amount.
You would lose 1 attack. Because you still get attack, but you just wouldn't get
the
light weapon
count the
attack.
action surge, though. You got to count the action surge.
Yeah, but
during the action surge, we give you a second.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, you're losing 1 attack
you
per,
lose 2
per
attacks.
surge or per turn. Yeah.
But you're upping your damage by 4 dice, 5 dice technically,
5, yeah.
because most of the great weapons are 2 die damage.
and you're upping your damage by an average. Like you're upping your damage by 5 even, rather than I rolled and I rolled low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's insanity.
But
and then you're adding the 2d8 for each of the things. Now, the other thing.
You have
what? Go ahead.
If you have the right weapon, whatever the new weapon thing is, you might be able to get that second attack still. The weapon mastery, because if you have the butt end, you still get the bonus.
You mean Great Weapon Master? You mean?
Pole armor mastery. Yeah.
Yeah, pole armor mastery.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. So yeah, but you don't want to take, you don't necessarily want to you don't necessarily want to take action surge, right? Because you don't want to dip into your fighter levels to 5, like level 5 fighter, when you could be instead a level 14 sorcerer. Or let's just skip sorcerer altogether and go Valor Bard. Yeah, now you see what I'm saying. A Valor Bard gets extra attack. Actually, most of the classes in 2024 get extra attack now, but a Valor Bard get extra attack. They get a lot of the same like sort of abilities as a fighter, but a Bard is considered a full caster. So at 14th level, that Bard could upcast Conjure Minor Elementals to some sickening degree. So let's see. Hang on. Let me look real quick, because if you were a Bard, shoot, excuse me. There it is. Close this ad here. Stop adding me.
But we like to add you
Yeah.
to our misfunctional dysfunction.
So if you were a Bard that was 14th level, you could only upcast to 5th level in 2024. But still, that's 48 per damage attack, right? Per attack damage.
Right.
And it's a concentration of up to 10 minutes you can do this. That Conjure Elemental thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cast Scorching Ray, you can upcast Scorching Ray, which is a level 2 spell, also to level 5, which means you get to create one additional ray for each spell slot above level 2. On a hit, Scorching Ray does 2d6 fire damage. If you are casting it at 5th level, you're casting three beams from the normal, plus 3 more from levels 3 through 5. Yeah. So 6 beams doing 2d6, and also 6 beams doing 4d8. So that's 12d6, and 6 times 4 is 24d8.
Ouch.
And you're
That's
a Valor Bard. or you're doing extra attack with 48 on each attack. Boom, boom. It's pretty insane.
So 5th edition got killed for me, but because one of my buddies found this guy who, like, all he does is makes videos about how to break
the game. Yeah.
And I just like,
you're supposed to not break the game. Like, so here's the thing. So when you see those videos are a warning sign for people to not do that.
right. So I'm just like, I guess so. And it's not like I run into that in my games, but I just like, I don't know, man. I miss older editions. You know what I mean? I'm old, and there's a nostalgia to it.
Yeah.
And that's why
the reason I started
personal
playing.
Table.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
When my start, when I run my personal table now, I'm running Starfinder because it's based off 3.5. It feels like an older, but you got to remember, I started playing Dungeons and Dragons in 1978. Like Christmas 1978, so the very end of 1978. But I've been playing this game for a long time.
Yeah,
and I consider all RPGs. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to play
81, 82,
going to someone's house to play something, and you know what I mean. I'm telling my
90s.
wife, who I don't have anymore, but when I would tell the wife, "Hey, I'm going to play," it wouldn't matter what I was going to play. I would always say, "I'm going to play D&D."
Yeah.
Just because it just made it
I first started with Marvel superheroes. Like I played D&D, but at the time I wasn't allowed to play D&D. Like I played it with somebody else, but I wasn't allowed to actually own the books. Because I was maybe that, but also I was considered too young because I was under the age that it said it was required for those books, and so my mom decided that I should not be able to get those until I was of that age. So
you know how my mom handled that? She opened it to a random page, says, "If you can read everything on this page, you can have this book."
Well, she did. The weird thing is she didn't mind me reading other stuff. If I could read it, it was fine. Like other stuff that was far more adult than D&D.
Right.
But
just the warnings was.
But regardless, it was because she didn't know much about it, and it said it was for ages 12 and up. And I think she ultimately sacrificed at, like, I think I was 10 when I got my first books, but either way, that I was like 8 when I wanted to play it, and I ended up playing like Marvel superheroes first.
Yep.
We did Marvel superheroes for a while. That wasn't a bad system.
But
honestly,
so
it's a
any,
pretty decent system.
so anyway, for the conjure minor elementals, what I am going to do, I am going to make that. It's still going to be somewhat broken, but I'm going to nerf it a bit. It's going to be 2d8 out the gate. We'll see. We'll see how this goes first. For anybody that takes it, it'll be 2d8 out the gate, and then 1d8 per additional upcast. So,
Okay.
so it'll be less broken.
And let's handle it for my campaign too. I'm just not going to allow that spell. I'm not doing any 2025, 2024 stuff. We're staying with the 5th edition as it stands.
Well, it's interesting because conjure elemental
Mm-hmm.
is actually in a way it's actually less dangerous than conjure minor elemental because
Yeah.
so conjure elemental, you actually summon a big fiery being next
Right.
to you that's a big fire elemental or a water elemental or whatever, right? You
Yep.
summon this elemental, and for whatever reason, it's less powerful than the conjure minor elementals spell. That's a level lower than that.
It's called numbers.
I also don't like for the 2024 conjure elemental. I probably won't use that either per se. I'll just stick with the 2014 version because it basically says like for conjure elemental it's basically makes it a spell. You basically you're casting a spell that's conjure an elemental. You don't actually summon an actual real elemental kind of thing. It's more like just a spell. So that elemental can be affected by things that would affect spells.
Like dispel magic.
And also the earth elemental for whatever reason does thunder damage rather than bludgeoning. It's just kind of weird and convoluted. So yeah, so I probably won't stick with that either. But they're like I said, like for 2024, like people would ask me about things all along when 2024 was coming out, and I was like, it's just going to be like any other edition. I'm going to take what I like and use that, and throw out what I don't like, and and most of the stuff in 2024 I really like, and it also adds to the whole the players are super powered feel, but also, you know what? I get to use that against you too now because
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going the opposite way next. My next.
it's not a
D&D
DM versus.
campaign.
It's not supposed to be a DM versus player thing, but if you want to make it that way, I can help.
I'm pulling out the 1st edition Greyhawk Adventures to start my next campaign out of. In the rule, there's in the back there's rules for negative level characters. You'll need 15,000 experience points to become 1st level.
Yeah, that's the start of 0 level characters or negative level characters.
How many times? How many of your level characters can I kill before you can get to 1st level?
Killer DM.
And
Watch
the
out.
thing
Watch
is,
out, Joe's
I
killer
would try
DM.
to do stuff where I would not get myself hurt.
Okay, so
I try to do stuff safely.
so what happened
Try.
when last we left you guys? Hang on one second. Let me put this in here. When last we left you guys, you guys ran from the hag
Yes, we did.
and escaped from the hag's cove and the treants, and barely escaped with some of your lives, and you guys head back to Osbraven, having I believe I gave you guys experience, didn't I, or did I not? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think
You did.
Yep, 15, 25 each. So, and I don't know if everybody's got that added, but at any rate, you guys head back to Osbraven, not tails between your legs so much because you feel like you were successful. Grandolith was able to seize the body of Starwin and kind of take it, and I believe you chucked it in a bag of holding or something along those lines. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
I threw it over my shoulder.
Threw it over your shoulder, yeah, and then you guys just hightailed it out of there. So you guys get back to the coiled spring, and you're able to give Brudgefiddle Radishfoot his wife's body, and he basically tells you he can't thank you enough. He gives you each another 25 gold that he scraped up from somewhere.
Cool.
So 25 gold pieces each for all of you.
I'll take it.
I guess 25 gold pieces each. Anyway, that's a double positive. I don't know. Anyway, so, and he says he will start the long process of trying to research the way to get his wife's soul back from this construct that he built and put it back into her normal body. But first, the body needs to be fixed, and the body needs to be uncursed, and the body, there's so much wrong with the body at this point. He says,
Right.
but he will figure it out. What's
Okay. Perfect. Is there an alchemist shop here in this town? Good enough.
that? Yeah, there is an alchemist and an apothecary, yes.
Excellent.
But other than the apothecary, there's not really what you would call an alchemist shop per se. But there is a place called Millie's Magic Shop that appears once in a while.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely look for that too. Gentlemen, ladies, I believe we have a little bit of revenge to seek. Suggest we pool our money, buy up what potions we can, especially things like, I don't know, oils of flaming weapon and potions of heroism, things of that sort, and go back and get said revenge.
And he says, as you guys are discussing this, as you're leaving the coiled spring, Brudgepiddle Radishfoot, the gnome tinkerer of the owner of the coiled spring, says says you guys look like you're in need of a much deserved rest. I recommend the board laid bare, and that's a local inn in town that some of you have been to before.
I second that notion.
I don't disagree with that.
Luther's tired of carrying stuff.
Oh, hey, you know what, Luther? I was just thinking that this body was kind of heavy. I carried it all the way back, and you're the one crying about carrying stuff? Jeez. You didn't even offer to help. How rude.
How wooed.
So
Didn't
what-
Luther carry somebody else?
No, he was carrying me.
Yeah, I know.
What experience should we be at?
Yeah, Gavor's a little heavier than the body. The body is a gnome and small and shriveled and withered as it is, but it's not even much of a body these days. It's been decomposing for about a month now or so.
Oh, man. We definitely got to make sure we guard this body. Don't let Gavor anywhere near it.
I'm not that.
There's
I'm not that
necromancy,
desperate, okay?
It's
No,
not.
might be.
necromancy.
It's friend.
Necromancy, not necrophilia. Necromancy is what I'm worried about with you. Oh, no. You deep gnomes like to raise bodies.
Well,
Yeah, but
I'm
I was
using the
going
bodies to. Hey, when we kill the enemies, we'll use the enemies to fight their own selves.
I think the thing was in no good deed that I need. Hold on one second. Let me go look in the. I'm going to the transmogrifier. The transmogrifier.
All right, I'm going to step away for a second while you do that. I got to pee.
All right.
Well, the thing is, also, Davor did a little astral traveling, and he
Sure.
got his ass kicked there too. He was able to survive by going invisible a lot. Yeah, I helped out over a little bit on Fate of the Dice, a little bit for one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, astral version. Basically,
Did you say
I just
Astral Vision.
Astral.
Oh. No.
basically, he's just there to help out. If they need help, he poops in. If he's not needed, he poops out.
He poops in.
Hey, he poops in and he poops out.
Yep.
He has the ability to poop invisibility.
I only poop out. Wait, you said poof. Never mind, that's different.
After he poops in, he poops out.
Astral version pooped out.
There's a comedian actually that talks about you should always poop out because then that way you don't have to use your own toilet paper because toilet paper is expensive as hell.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I always use the bathroom when I'm out.
So you guys can
No, I don't have any
you guys
paper.
can restock up on stuff as much as you would like.
Yes.
As far as normal mundane stuff.
I don't even have enough for one healing potion.
Kind of broke.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
You guys, how are you broke?
See, the thing is, we don't mess with the party treasure. We put stuff in there and we forget about it.
Well, then,
Yeah,
then there's
that's-
got to be
yeah.
gold in the party treasure then.
Well, let me
There's
dig
lots
it
of
up.
stuff
Which is
in
in
the
somebody's
party
bag of
I am
holding.
No, no one has a bag of holding. We
I
lost
do.
that character a while ago.
Yeah, no,
I have a
John,
bag of holding.
John has a bag of holding.
Oh, God, it's the one that. Okay, then we do have it. All right, party treasure. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we got 10 gold pieces in the party treasure.
Plus, Pow Pow, worked at the Coiled Spring, and you believe that he may have left his rope there when he went out searching for the original Pow Pow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should probably grab that. Okay, so gentlemen, that's all true. Yeah, or did the girls join us? All right, so we have party treasure. We have
Tharger's here in spirit.
2,450 electrum, 211 platinum, 10 gold.
Hey, wait. Hold
100
on, wait. Let's just do this.
Converted off.
Yeah, let's just okay. So how much electrum? 2,450,
2,450.
and we're gonna divide that by 6, and that's 408 electrum each.
No. Hold on.
No,
We should just convert it all to gold. Get rid of all that extra
that's
stuff
a
because
terrible
you don't buy
idea,
nothing.
but okay.
Well,
No, I would
because
want some of the electrum.
you want. All right, whatever. I don't care.
It's a terrible idea,
Um,
but okay. I mean,
Well,
it only takes
how
you
much stuff
10 times longer to convert it all first, but yes.
Well,
okay.
I'm a collector. I collect. I'm weird.
Gavor
all-
wants copper coins, so let's just split them up.
Oh, here-
Not bad.
No, here, 408 times 5 equals 2,040 silver, which equals 240 gold, or 204 gold. So if you want to convert it to gold, 204 gold each.
Let me edit this. Gonna change.
Yeah, we better
What,
make
first,
sure
tell
we
me
put-
what you're doing before you do it. Like before
So I'm changing the gold
we're changing it all to gold.
number. I'm changing it to. You said it was 204, so that's going to be.
Yeah, if we're changing it all to gold, then the electrum is worth 204 gold.
All right. We'll. Okay, so the electrum's gone.
Okay.
Uh,
What's next?
Let's see. Platinum.
How much is
medical
the
gear.
electric for a gold?
Electrum is
Okay.
five silver, so it's half a gold.
I was more concerned about converting the copper, silver up.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about converting
Okay.
platinum.
Yeah,
down.
Okay,
I'm
what's-
basically
what's-
gonna do some transcribing on mine.
Okay, what's the next thing that we're converting?
Okay, let's go to copper. We got 10,115. So 101 gold.
10,115 divided by 100
Yeah.
is 101. 101 more gold.
So that's 315. Yeah, we don't have a lot. And then we got silver. Let's see, 189. 1,893. So it'd be 100.
1893 would be
Gold.
189 gold. So 204, 115,
89.
189.
Why is my brain not? My brain's not working. I'm gonna let you count it out. Why is my math not working? Why is my math not working? My head. I don't like that, guys.
Okay, so that's 508 total.
That's adding the 315 that was already, or the what was already there.
I don't know what you mean. That's all of
508.
that's all of what we've done so far. Is what I'm saying.
That's all we've converted.
So
204. Sir.
I'm
Okay,
saying
that's
the
what
copper, the silver, and the electrum equals 508 gold pieces total.
And then there was 204 gold on top of that.
No.
No, you counted the gold. Where's the gold?
What are you talking about?
We had
You,
we had
you
10
didn't
gold.
say anything about the gold.
There was 10 gold already.
Then that's 10 gold. So
So we have
so it's
518 gold right now.
no
211
no
platinum.
oh 518.
Yes.
No.
Because of the 10 gold.
You're oh, hold on. You're fucking with me. Hold on. You screwed this. No. Stop. Okay.
Oh,
No.
okay. Go ahead. See what you can say.
No. No.
The electric.
This is
converted
why I
to
didn't
fuel-
want you to. No, stop. This is why I didn't want you to do it that way.
Okay.
So the 204 is 204 gold pieces each. Because the
Oh,
Electrum was 408 Electrum each.
okay. We was just trying to convert it all into one. Hi.
Right. The point was it was 408 Electrum each, which equals 204 gold each. And then you were trying to convert the others, but I didn't divide any of the others by 6.
Okay. So
So then you're adding a each to a total,
Each
which
to a
doesn't
total.
work.
right. No, I understand what you're saying now. I didn't at first, but I get it. So what I did was I just canceled out. So we ain't even got to worry about it. I just canceled out. I didn't. No changes were made. It's all the way it was. So it's. We're
Hey,
gonna do this. What's easy for you?
hey, Scott. I think it's Scott. I think yeah, Scott. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah. I'm in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, me too.
That's one of our cast members, our older cast
Yep.
members that chimed in there and said, "Hey, it's been a long time. Happy to see you. Happy to see you're
Yeah,
all still
yeah.
going." So yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so let's go back to what was it? It was. Do you still have the numbers there?
2004 What's that?
Do you still have the numbers there?
I have the original numbers.
Yeah,
on the screen in front.
2450.
Is the Electrum? Yes.
Okay. Divided by 2 equals, okay, 1225. Okay, hold on. So let me do that. 1225. Okay. Plus, okay, how much gold? There was 10, right?
Yep.
Plus silver. There was how much silver?
There is 1,893 silver.
1893, which is 189 basically.
Right.
Okay, plus 189 plus and then 115 copper, right?
105 in the copper.
Yeah, but
101 in the copper. 101.
wait, what?
101 was the copper.
101 what?
Gold. The copper converts into
Well, how much
101 gold.
copper is there?
10,115.
Oh, okay. 10,115. Okay. 10,115, yeah, divided by 10 is, yeah, okay, and then divided by 10 again, duh. Yeah, so 101.15, okay. So yeah, so plus 101. Okay. So that will be your total gold in a second here. So it'll be 1225 plus 10 plus 189 plus 101 equals 1525 divided by 6 is, yeah, see, how did you end up with less?
Because you were dividing numbers. We weren't trying to divide.
Yeah, but how did you end up with less than the original Electrum amount?
I didn't.
No, because it's 251. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you didn't end up with actually less, but so 251 and some odd.
I ended
change.
up with a per total. that was
251 gold pieces each and some odd change is what it would be total.
missing. All right, we'll just leave the random change in the platinum in there. All right.
Well, you can split the platinum up if there's enough platinum. How much platinum is there? That's also not splitting up any gems or jewelry, correct?
Right.
Right.
Yes. So there's 211 platinum, but we'll just leave them for an emergency.
Well, here
Yeah,
we
keep
can
that
just
in
do
this-
200 divided by 6 is 33 each. So you guys each have 33 platinum in your pouch, kind of thing. And that'll leave 11 platinum, which is 110 gold in the party treasure.
What did you say? 33 platinum.
Yeah, 33 platinum each.
All right. So now we've made some changes. All right. Let's go through this. We're sitting here. This is stupid, guys. Okay. Let's be clear. We're sitting here on 10 healing potions sitting in our party treasure.
Yep.
For no good reason. 8 of them are greater healing potions.
I'm gonna change the name of this campaign from Grim Harvest to No Good Reason. That's what it'll be like No Good Deed, only different. We miss you, Scott. Hope you come back some point.
Yeah.
Hope you get to come back and play. Be fun.
Spell.
Could you use you on one of the days? I'm sure.
Yeah.
What did we figure out gold was? Sorry.
Actually, in Grim Harvest, we could use Scott in Grim Harvest because Tenium probably won't be back anytime soon, if at all.
I don't think so.
She's in Rise of the Drow right now, so and then she works usually on Fridays. So,
Right.
So Yewa is off doing her own thing at the moment.
So let's see here. We got 8 potions of greater healing, 1 superior and 1 supreme healing. Now I'm not familiar with exactly what that difference is between the 3 because I don't pay that much attention to 5th edition. Healing potions. But I say that we should probably drop these in these orders. Whoever has the highest hit point total should take the supreme. The second highest should take the superior, and then we divide the other 8 up amongst us so that we all have some decent, like at least 1 good solid healing potion, because that would have changed that whole fight if we would have had healing potions on us.
What did we
And
figure
then-
out the gold was? Sorry, I was on the phone. My mom called.
What's that?
It's in the
So
chat.
what did we-
It's
Okay.
251 each. 251
Okay,
gold
I'm gonna-
each.
I'm gonna put Tharges in also since I'm right here with hers.
And then 33 platinum, John.
Okay.
No. No.
Luther says he has some gold he can offer too.
No, we're giving up. We split the party treasure gold. Is what we did.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I know Luther also
I-
has gold he's had on his own person this whole time. He's
Well, yeah,
offering.
but that's Luther's
hers
gold.
still.
That's Luther's gold, though.
Luther's gold.
I mean, Luther
Where's
could
Luther?
split it if he wants, but
Yeah, Luther's offering a chunk of his personal gold to the party treasure to help with his endeavor.
No.
that's if you guys need extra stuff, is what he's saying, I think.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
We're cleaning up.
We'll kick in. Luther, how many hit points do you have?
82.
82. So you probably are the highest hit point ever, because I only got 60.
Now, keep in mind, I have a greater healing potion and that topaz potion on my person still.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the supreme healing.
I've got 70 hit points.
Okay, so and then you're going to take the superior healing. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have 8 potions of greater healing to split between the rest of the party. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of us.
You know,
Sarge is
there's
not
tons
here.
of astral.
I got Tharges' character sheet.
Yeah, but Tharge is not going to probably be, or not Tharge.
To anybody watching,
Yawas
this
probably
is
not going to be
how
rejoining.
this is how D&D sessions go 95% of the time.
Yeah. And the problem is in our desperate attempt to concentrate on the action, we have forgot the little delicate parts, which just allowed us to get our butt kicked.
Yeah, what
So
is
we got
what
8
is
potions.
what is what do they housekeeping? No, what is it? It's kind of like housekeeping, but you know what I'm saying? Like what
Yeah.
what do they call it? What do
Street
you-
cleaning,
Upkeep.
Yeah, kind of like upkeep. Yeah, but like what,
preventative maintenance.
it's preventative maintenance. Yeah, something like that.
So everyone's going to take
I'm
a
in
potion of greater
I-
healing.
So everyone's getting a potion of greater healing. Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
I do
Make sure
not
you-
currently have a potion of greater healing. Huh?
Oh, you need.
I did not have an existing one. How do I add that to my file sheet? I can't remember. Item name. Add. There it is.
Matter of fact, according to my inventory, unless of course someone added it just now as we were talking, I have 2 potions of greater healing in my inventory.
Now you have 3. So I have 1, 2, 3 healing. I have a healing potion, a greater healing, and a potion of heroism. Everyone got one. I'm going to take the other 2 greater healing potions so that I have 3 of them. So I also have 3 healing potions. If everyone's okay with that.
Okay.
I have 3, but I don't know what one of them does.
Yeah.
I have a dark blue healing potion.
It's a healing potion.
Yeah, I know. Is it just a regular healing
Yeah,
potion?
it's a potion of healing. Yeah, it's a regular potion of healing.
So that's
There are other potions that you should have that are different colors, but they do different things than healing.
Right.
At least that you should
Hey.
have.
Okay, got Tharja on her golden potion. No, it's my turn.
So we got.
So I'm
Here's
checking out
enough
this
oil.
meditatingmonkey.com. There's all sorts of cool battle maps there. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Meditatingmonkey.com.
Meditatingmonkey.com, yeah.
Nice.
I'm sure anybody that wants to go off of this stream or sees this stream now, all you future people, whoever sees the stream in the future, the video, I'm sure that the Meditating Monkey will be happy to have the traffic.
Well, we do have
Oh,
a tiny
one-
bag of holding, a coin sack bag of holding.
Yep,
It's
you have that?
listed as part of the party treasure. That's why I forget it's. You have it.
Yeah.
Okay, is that in the bag of holding?
No,
No.
the coin sack bag of holding is on my person. I've been the party treasure. I just don't mark it on my treasure on my file sheet because I consider it part of the party treasure.
Right.
Do not lose me. I carry the party treasure. All right. So
Carries the
we
party
got some healing
coins.
let's get arrested and then try to find the magic shop in the alchemist in the morning. If that's okay with everyone.
Okay, so are you going to go to the inn to rest?
That inn that was suggested to us,
The
yes,
board
absolutely.
laid bear.
Yes.
Yep.
Go to what we need to. Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay. Let's see here. You guys head over to the Board Laid Bear Inn. And, it's just getting past sunset in the Sunset Vale here. And the party can see the vague outline of the the vague outline of the moon in the deepening sky as you walk the streets toward the Board Laid Bear. Folks are going home to supper and to bed. The night people are just now hitting the streets of Osbraven. A group of not really ladies are clustered on a street. They're
First off-
near a corner. They whistle and call out to you as you pass by.
Whistle back.
Yep.
Keep going.
Hi, ladies. I'm busy tonight. Sorry.
The sign, "The Board Laid Bear," hangs a little crookedly above the door, flapping in the breeze. As you walk in, you don't recall this inn being this way. Must be some sort of renovations or something, but as you walk in, you go down a passageway into the main room. It's smoky and strangely lit. You can see the bar situated in the middle, but the distant walls seem a little unclear. It's very smoky, as thick as fog. The decor is definitely unusual, and this should be the oddest place you've seen in a while. For one thing, the place seems a lot larger on the inside than it appeared to be on the outside, and doesn't look anything like you remember. For another, it must have countless meeting rooms and private areas. What else could account for all the doors? Every couple of feet here and there, another door. If you try to count the doors, it seems like you lose track and have to start over before you finish. In fact, some of the doorways seem to be maybe shifting about and vanishing and reappearing. As you look around, you see the patrons talking and laughing, seated at tables and booths scattered throughout the room. Those that couldn't get seats have made room on the floor. You have to watch where you're going, watch your step to keep from tripping over them. There's 3 men dicing near a corner. You nearly trip over them, and one of the dicers snarls at you. A particular man happens to have a ram's head growing out of his ram's horns growing out of his head. But he doesn't appear to be a tiefling. What's that?
He snarls at me?
Yeah, he kind of like that, you know. Over near the far wall is a green woman talking to a pig.
I'd like to snarl back later.
A coat with 6 armholes is slung over the chair. You hear snatches of conversation, but much of it is unfamiliar in an unfamiliar language. Something you don't seem to understand. And the stuff that you do understand still seems somewhat gibberish. It concerns places and people you've never heard of before. They're talking as if this is everyday factual stuff, rather than the tall tales it seems. It's an unbelievable place on the inside. Not only are the inhabitants seem to be from other planes, but some actually look like otherworldly beings. The bar is situated in the middle of the room. Hang on one second. We're going to switch you to this bar here. If we can. If I can. Hold on, let me see if I can find the map here. Where did I put that? Here it is. Alright, here we go. Going up, going up, going up. Come on, get up there. You can do it. Work roll 20. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay, here we are.
You're asking a lot.
Oh, come on. Now, really? Damn it. Okay, what the hell happened there? Oh, it went all the way to the bottom. That was lovely. Okay, now it's working. Okay. Here we go.
Isn't that just on par for course?
Alright.
Man.
We're going to go to... where is it? I thought I had a medieval tavern one. I probably do somewhere. Tavern music. Cue the tavern music! Anyway. I don't know where it's at.
Oh, I can put some on.
Today Luther is the bard.
Tavern music,
Today
not
Luther
Pantera.
is the bard in the tavern, and you know, you notice people going and taking their coins back.
Whoa.
They're like,
Hold on.
wait, what did I pay for here?
Did just
Tim
channel
the
Tim?
Bard.
What's that?
It's
Luther
Tim the
just
Bard.
channeled Tim?
He shouted Tim, yeah. That's funny. Okay, so I don't have a thing, I guess. I don't know. Somewhere. A mountain tavern. Here we go. There we go. That works.
Hey,
Anyway.
Luther's channeling.
So, at any rate, the barkeeper you see is a fat man with a long white beard, red cheeks, and a big booming laugh.
It's Santa Claus.
He says, "Ha! Well, it's good to see you, Grandolith. First time here, I say. Well, don't be shy. What you have? Venetian mountain brew? Sigma fly trapper? Sterosium? Elysium elixir? I make the best in the universe. Fresh otters."
I think I'll try the Elysium Elixir. What would you say your name was again, friend?
Oh,
Seems to-
Mitchifer! Mitchifer's the name, gentle beings. Name
How
your
clean is his
poison.
apron? How clean is his apron?
How clean is his apron? It's kind of a little bit dirty, but it looks way cleaner than it should be.
Okay.
Is that you, Santa Claus?
He says, I'll never tell. Shh. No. He calls each of you by your names. Even though you don't know that you've ever seen him before. Behind him, you can see various bottles filled with strange liquids, some fizzing, some smoking, some with flashing lights. Surrounding him are his helpers, wearing white aprons and carrying exotic trays filled with strange and exotic drinks. You don't really recognize the contents of any glass or tankard. The helpers all seem to be short, not a one over 3'6", with pointed ears and red noses. They chatter to each other in shrill voices, and they race about, serving different tables, sometimes running through the aisle, sometimes ducking under tables, or running on top of the bar, but never spilling a drop.
I'm barely taller than they are. I'm 4'2".
At the bar is a man drinking what appears to be a pink cloud of smoke. Further down is a purple fizz that reeks.
That's Gavor's type of drink.
I thought it's spider bite wine. Oh, was it? I can't remember what it was.
Luther, looking closely at the clothing of his neighbor, notices that it's not made of cotton or wool like an honest man's clothing, but some strange thing. Something light and strangely colored. Maybe shining, fairy cloth, perhaps. He's wearing an orangish yellow jewel of an unfamiliar material. In fact, looking around the room, you all see few, if any, people dressed as you are. Most are wearing different colored fabrics, colors, different styles than you've ever seen before. Some aren't wearing any clothes at all. Eerie music filters through the room as it darkens, and a spotlight focuses on the same green woman the party saw earlier. She's dancing a strange dance, whirling and twirling in a sea of multicolored scarves. As she dances, her porcine companion nods and bangs his hooves on the table in approval. The evident enjoyment of the entertainment. She finishes, bows deeply, the better to scoop up the coins and jewelry being thrown her way, and runs off.
Luther kind of politely claps his hand.
So, whatever you order, the drinks are quickly served to you, and you're guided to an open table finally, and the drinks are quickly served to you, whatever it is, and it's the best version of that drink that you've tasted in quite some time. Or sometimes like the Elysium Elixir, I believe that's what Grandolith ordered, and that's an entirely new experience to you. That it tastes like you believe liquid gold would taste.
Ooh.
It's delicious and refreshing, but it's also very rich and cold to the throat, as if it were laced with mint or something. As you gather around the table to, sit and relax, and you see a small little halfling come over to you, and she says, greetings, adventurers. My name is Mermin Lau. I am the mayor of Arabelle. Salutations, and hope I found you in good health.
Arabelle?
Yes, Arabelle, in Cormier, you see. And she shows you her ring, and it's the symbol of Cormier. And it's got a little denoting thing above it that is basically, you assume it has some kind of signet for Arabelle.
Mm-hmm. It's a little disturbing. kind of.
Have I
wondering-
heard of Cormier?
Have you heard of Cormier? Oh yeah,
No.
it's a kingdom. Yeah, it's a kingdom just east of here. So you would have heard of it.
Uh,
You've never been there, but you would have heard of it.
okay.
She says if you're not familiar with it, it's a couple days ride to the east, through the Sunset Mountains and beyond the storm horns. She says, well, I'm afraid I've have some urgent matter that I wish for you to help with.
Pray tell.
Mitchifer assured me that you are the ones that could possibly help me with this. What pray tell do you call yourselves?
All ourselves.
Yes, your party, your adventuring group, your mercenary troop, your band of travelers. You have a name, do you not?
You know, we never got around to it.
Oh well. No matter. I'm sure that you are a well organized bunch, and you will be able to carry this task. No doubt.
They're just good at carrying things.
I'll speak up and say, I call myself.
You call yourself?
Yep. Garnet. And
Oh, okay.
I call my friend here Sebastian.
She knows her names.
Well, I didn't know she knew our names. I knew Mitchford knew our names.
Why don't we
didn't-
just
she
call
didn't really know
ourselves the
your
No
names.
Good Idea
Yeah,
group?
she didn't really know your names, but
No.
yeah, but
That was
Mitchifer said you were the ones that should help her. Would be able to help her.
And that is something we should probably consider
Yeah.
before we go too much further. But
She
we'll,
says-
we'll think about that.
She says here is your She says here is your retainer, and she hands you a ruby each. You each get a ruby.
Here's gems. Really.
Luther gets a little excited. Goes, ooh, thank you, lady.
Since
picks
there
her
are
up
currently only
and
five,
dances with her.
since there are currently only 5 of you there, we're including Tharja at the moment.
Yeah, she's right with me.
Since there are currently only 5 of you there, she only hands you 5 rubies, and
Take a ruby.
she says this is a down payment, if you will, to retain your services for a much needed matter that has arisen. She says,
Why don't you pull up a chair and have a seat?
She
and
says-
we'll discuss this.
no, I've already arranged for Mitchifer to put you up for the night. Please feel free to take your rest. Go and get any supplies you might need on the morrow, and when you come back, meet me in my office, and we will discuss what the terms of business need to be. She says I do enjoy I do look forward to speaking with you all again, but I must be going. I'm quite busy, and have a good rest.
Well, I guess
Pleasure to meet you, Mom.
So
Okay.
so you guys are free to
Shop.
go to take a rest. You get to have your long rest, so you can make sure you get all your health back and whatever. When you leave in the morning, you will have the equivalent of a hero's feast, as you were brought food and whatever to your rooms or whatever.
What is that? Some bonus hit
Uh,
points and
yeah, it gives you some bonus things. Let's see, Heroes Feast. Um, you will gain resistance to poison for 24 hours.
Okay.
All these effects last for 24 hours. You'll gain resistance to poison. You have immunity to the frightened and poisoned conditions. So not only are
Okay.
you resistant to poison, but you cannot have the poison condition. Your hit point maximum will increase by... In this case, we're going to go with 8. Your hit point maximum will increase by 8.
Okay.
And you will also gain that many hit points. So your hit point maximum goes up by 8, and you gain up to that many hit points. So you're at full health, basically. Is what.
All right. Nice. That'll help.
So yeah, here I'll paste this into the thing too, just so we can remember it if we need to before a certain time there. I figure it's easier for me to roll the 2d10 than have each of you roll 2d10 and one of you come up really short. You know, because if I roll the 2d10, I can always just add on an extra 2 or 3 hit points and say, okay, it's this now. You know.
Right. Right.
Or I could just say a minimum of 5, I suppose. But either way, just make it easy and everybody gets 8. Okay, so I got. Can you guys see in here? Can you guys see the map?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So it looks to be like about 2 or 3 floors. Each of the floors have like multiple doors going on across all the walls and such. And you can see everything like down the hall kind of seems to vanish into like a cloudiness, like a smoky cloudiness.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah,
Just got
if you guys
flash
need to
across
buy
my
anything,
phone.
you can.
So I just got a flash across my phone. I happen to glance over and see it. Apparently, Israel has taken Mount Hermon, which is kind of a big deal. I thought there was a UN base up there. That's weird.
What
Yeah.
happened now? What's going on?
Apparently, Israel took Mount Hermon
Oh,
while we were sleeping.
jeez.
Hezbollah, which just seems a little weird to me because last I heard there was a UN base on the top of Mount Hermon, or maybe that's Mount Sinai. One of the mountains over there, there's a UN base on for some reason.
Oh.
I thought it was Hermon.
Yeah.
But anyhow, apparently Israel
Okay.
has it.
Yeah. So, none
Oh,
of
no, I
that
care.
into here.
Oh, no, I
that's-
cared.
But okay.
Stop peering into other realms, okay?
Stop peering into other
That's
realms,
my
even though you're
job.
in the World Serpent Inn there, So okay.
No divination.
Oh, and before you
It's my
leave,
job.
though, to go shopping, if you guys decide to go
Yes.
shopping in the morning, before you leave, before you guys leave to go shopping in the morning, Mitchifer hands each of you a key.
Mm-hmm.
He says you must use this key when you come back. He says
Okay.
otherwise, you won't be able to get back.
Oh,
You have the serpent key.
He says because we won't be here tomorrow.
y'all travel teleportation type?
He says, yes, this is he says, I call this the World Serpent Inn, and we're not quite always in the same place at once, or same place twice.
Okay, makes sense. It's a way to make sure it's a connecting to our room. And to y'all, yeah. Don't lose it, guys. Don't lose your key.
Okay, so yes, so you guys are gonna go and shop. What do you guys need to grab? I know you guys have a bunch of potions of healing, but you were talking about going to the magic shop, correct?
Well,
Yeah.
we want to try to get some alchemist fire,
Yeah.
some probably some like useful potions, maybe like healing or resistance type things. You know what I mean? Anything we not healing, like heroisms and you know
Yeah.
buffing potions, strength or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And then the magic shop would be cool too.
Okay. So you can go to the magic shop, or you can go to um, the apothecary. The apothecary has different things that are like for healing or poison or stuff like
I
that,
want to go.
along with many
I want to go.
interesting different plants and such.
I did have to go there to refill my bags. I got my herbalism kits and all my kits. I need to refill all that stuff.
Good
Right.
call.
Luther wants to buy foot powder.
You need to buy
Please do. Please do.
Foot powder. Dear God, already buy some foot powder already.
Yeah. So I guess we need to go to the apothecary regardless. So we'll go head over there, get the refill our kits, and see if we can get, like I said, some alchemist fire or any useful buffing potions we can find.
Okay.
We probably should go to the magic shop first before we spend all our money on potions.
True.
Now that I think about it.
Quick question.
But if you're smart,
Considering-
you balance it out.
Who said?
Is there any holidays happening?
Uh, there are not. Well, hey, you know what? Actually, let me check. I don't think there's anything going on currently, but yeah, let me go back to here. We'll close that down. Oh, there's tavern music. Okay, but now uh, uh, no, no.
Would you like to make your appearance?
Oh,
Hi.
what's the date?
That's what I am about to look at. The date. I gotta go look at the calendar of Harptos.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause problems like that.
If anybody is interested in looking at the calendar of Harptos, you can find that on their Forgotten Realms wiki. It is no longer green grass. It is a month of Kythorn, I believe.
Okay, so what month number is that?
It is the so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, the fourth month. Okay.
Oh, it was like in the middle of the year or something
hold on,
like that.
4. So it's the 5th month.
Mm.
Oh no, sorry, the 6th month. Kythorn is the 6th month. Yeah, so the middle of the year. Yes. So it'd be like June essentially.
Okay.
Also known as the time of flowers, and you know it is probably 10 days from the summer solstice. There might be holidays. We'll say it is the 10th of Kythorn. There might be holidays that are celebrated by different, different people, different cultures. In Osbraven, there's not really a whole lot of anything going on until summer solstice. So another 10 days or whatever.
Okay.
At best, you're prepping for it.
There is some goings on of, you can tell they're getting ready for summer solstice because it's only 10 days away, but nothing going on yet. There is a Merchants League caravan in town, and you know that caravan will go from Hluthvar to Iriabor, and it's currently on its stop in Osbraven. Hluthvar is the town that's just north of Osbraven. and
Right.
Erebor is the town that's just south and kind of west.
Magic shop. All right, dude. So we're gonna go. Do you want to go to the magic shop first, guys, or you want to go to the alchemist?
Magic shop.
Magic shop.
Yeah, it's unanimous.
That's funny.
Sounds that way.
Yeah, Luther wants to see if he can get his helmet enchanted so stuff will stop grabbing his face.
You have stuff grabbing your face, Luther?
The claw.
Okay, so you go to Mealy's magic shop, which happens to be there.
Convenient.
You know that sometimes it's not.
Mhm.
Usually it appears mostly toward the weekend, and it happens to be there, and it's just midweek now. So, or no, actually, I take that back. No, Kythor 10 is the end of the week. So yeah, so it's there, but because it's the weekend, I guess. So yeah.
Okay.
As you enter, you hear Mealy say something along the lines of, welcome. What can I do for you?
Magics.
Mealy
Great
appears.
magics.
Mealy appears to be a female elf. The last time you remember, it was a male elf, but went by the same name, and appears to be dressed in somewhat similar attire as Mealy was the last time you saw him.
Hey, sometimes people
You're not
People
sure.
change
You're not sure if this is Mealy's sister or if this is Mealy and he's changed, or
or
100%
or
what's going on with that.
eh,
Androgyny. You
No.
never know.
Are any of you going to ask about it?
No.
Luther's gonna
No,
ask.
You look familiar.
Luther's going to say, "You look familiar." No, oh, 1 second. I gotta. Of course.
Break
All right,
yourself.
let's take a break.
okay. I am on the game, Leonard. Why do you want me to give you a belly rub while I'm busy?
something to increase my.
So, all right. So when last we left him, Luther had said, "You look familiar to Mealy." And Mealy says, "Hang on, let me turn the. I got ambient music going on. Let me turn the magic shop music down a little bit." Mealy says, "Of course I do, Luther. You know me. I'm Mealy." She says, "Oh yes, but you only know me in my other form." She says, "I'm a blessed of Coralon. Of course. Today I'm a female, so maybe you don't recognize me." She says,
It is so magic to me. I don't understand anything ever.
She says it is very. She says it is very magical indeed. She says, you see, I used to be a priest of Coralon, and as a priest, I was blessed with Coralon's gift. And she says, that's part of the reason that it got me into dealing in magical wares. She says, as you know, elves over the years are many different elves. And we share a sort of consciousness from our past. This is just merely one of the elves I was.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Hey, it's elf stuff.
She says, so what can I help you with? I know that some of you are here looking for perhaps weapons or items of power, but is there anything specifically that any of you would like?
Luther needs to take a moment to think.
She says, I know, none of you have been in a while, and she says, I do not recognize you, she says, I do not recognize you two, to Garnet and Tharja.
I'm sure. Where's my minutes? This is. Luther's intro. This is Tharja, this is Garnet.
He says, well met, and welcome to Mealy's Magic Shop. Open mostly on weekends.
Pleasure is mine.
She says, I suppose that, some of you might be looking for, well, here, let me show you this. And she takes a scroll, sets it on the counter, spreads it open, and then up pops a shelf from on the counter, and the shelf is covered in strange little items. Roll a D100. Actually, each of you roll a D100.
Okay.
8.
Okay. She says, or you notice, you notice a drum covered in a mysterious skin.
26.
Luther notices a preserved leathery head of a dwarf.
Huh.
Gavor, you notice a small mannequin wearing a crusty set of fine clothes which appear to have been soaked entirely in blood that have now dried up completely.
Would you like me to roll one for Tharja?
However, there are no visible stains.
I do one for Tharja. So.
However, there are no visible stains on the mannequin itself. Garnet, you happen to notice. You happen to notice a broken arrow atop a bottle of rain. It appears to be raining inside the bottle.
Oh.
She says this is here. This is what you'd probably be looking for. This, if anything. And she points to the bottle of rain. And Tharja notices a neatly organized tackle box containing a collection of human fingers and toes. And she says, but if this bottle is, I know you guys are probably not looking for that, but here, let's take this bottle and set it aside. And she takes that bottle and sets it aside. And then,
all right.
And then she closes pushes the shelf down back into the scroll, closes the scroll up, opens another scroll. And it says, one moment, and she says,
I hate to say this, but that is very intriguing on how you organizing that. It's like a pop-up counter. Wow, that's cool. I actually think that's very brilliant, lady.
all right, roll another
but-
D100, Joe. Just Joe this time. Oh, wow. It came out with black letters on my screen.
That's cool.
It's black dice with black letters. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I can't see
Shadow
that.
dice.
68.
Nice results either.
Shadow dice. Okay, so 68.
Strike
She says,
Oh,
this must be what you're looking for, Grandolith, and she brings out a rapier off the shelf.
Wow. Pray tell, what have we here?
And she says, I believe it's called Striker. It is a remarkable weapon. She says, you can see the fine craftedness. It probably is elven craftsmanship. She says, I don't know whence it came or where, but I found it in Aurora's magic shop in Waterdeep one summer ago, and I couldn't take my eyes off it and thought, if nothing else, I could sell it here, and somebody would buy it.
Okay.
So,
Hey.
essentially, it's a +2 rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and it reduces your crit range to 19.
Yeah, how much you want for that?
She says, "Oh, I don't know that I could part with it for less than 2,000 gold, but I could loan it to you for, say, 500."
How about a counter offer? See, what I can provide to you in exchange for that rapier is 300 gold and an enchanted longsword.
She says, "Oh, you do know how to cut me where it hurts." Oh, of course. I will do it. I will do it. You know I love magic things. She says, "Is it just an enchanted longsword? What does it do, if anything? Is it just? Oh, I see the blade is keenly edged.
It strikes a little harder than most.
Is it just a +2 longsword or +1 longsword?
Plus one.
Plus one
Plus
longsword?
one.
She's like, yes, it's finely crafted indeed. She says, I will do it. She says, I will definitely put this in my shop and resell it for at least as much.
Wonderful. Well, I just got to figure out how to delete things on this.
It's the garbage can down at the bottom, or there's a lock at the bottom or something, and then it makes everything turn red. And then when you click on the one thing, there should be like a trash can or something like that. Let me actually show people so I can.
Yeah. So what's it called? Striker?
Yeah, it's called Striker. Yep. It's a +2 rapier. And it reduces your crit range for the rapier to 19.
Seeker.
So keep in mind, whenever you roll a nat 19, then it will be a critical hit. Yeah.
So what'd you say? Anytime I roll an 18 or 19?
A 19 or a 20. So instead of being your crit range being 20, it'll be anytime you roll a 19 for that with that weapon. If you roll a 19 or a 20, it'll be a critical. I'm not sure how
You
to
know
set
why
that
I
up.
thought that? Because I was just playing some 3rd edition, and rapiers already have a crit range of 19 to 20 in 3rd edition. That's why I was like, huh? All right, that's cool. That works.
Well, rapiers have always been rapiers and scimitars have been always a very high crit range weapon, and
Yeah.
me personally, I love those
All right.
because they seem very. Yeah, I just like weapons. Period. I'm a dork.
No, that didn't work. Oh, I
You're a
missed-
Let me
dwarf?
see if I can set it up
Sure,
there.
no.
I'm a dwarf.
A dwarf, half dwarf, half orc. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
A dwarf. A dwarf.
Okay, so roll me a D100 next. Who's next on camera? That would be Gavor.
Okay.
James, roll me a D100.
Do-do-do. I was just wondering if I recognize that shrunken dwarf head, or if I recognize the type of dwarf.
You don't. It's some sort of dwarf that looks like possibly a shield dwarf, but she closed that cabinet, so that dwarf head is no longer there. Just the bottle of rain. Just the bottle of rain is there.
I just wonder what type of dwarf. If it was a Durger.
No, it was not.
Ooh.
Some sort of surface dwarf. You're thinking like a hill dwarf, maybe.
Oh, those are their heal and shield are the most common as far as as far as I think I know of. I could be wrong too.
I'm
One
just-
second. No.
Added. Damn it! Stop doing what I'm doing.
She says, what kind of weapon does Gavor use, generally speaking, if any?
Let's see.
Did it work? No, it didn't.
I have.
You'd actually have to reduce your crit range, and I might have to set that up, but let me see if I can do
No,
it for
I
the
had it
rapier.
figured out now.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna say I don't know if you. Oh yeah, crit range 19. There you go. Yep, perfect.
Let's try it. All right, so close that.
It did crit on a 20, but it didn't roll a 19 yet. So got an 18. Anyways, so what kind of weapon does Gavor use, if any?
Typically, his backup weapon would be battle axe because he's a dwarf,
A battle axe. Okay.
followed by mace. I have a +1 dagger.
The next thing she pulls off the shelf is a rusty pitted battle axe. The edges of the battle axe are wickedly barbed.
Ooh.
She
There it
says,
goes.
allow me to introduce you to Headhunter.
Oh.
Wait, how did you get a 26 on a nat 20, but a 27 on a nat 19?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out right now.
Oh, because you didn't add the +2 on the weapon for the nat 20.
Oh yeah,
Now
I
it's
had-
in there.
I accidentally hit the wrong button that
Yeah.
time.
That's okay. All right, so she says, allow me to introduce you to Headhunter.
Okay.
She says, from what I'm told, on a critical hit, this will just behead the opposing enemy, assuming they are lower than half their health.
So within reason,
So it's
make sure that we can.
it's a +3 battle axe, and it'll just decapitate its victims on a nat 20, if they're below half health.
Okay. How much is that?
She says, you do good work. Your troop does good work around here. She says, I could possibly part with it for 3,000 gold. She says, or I could loan it to you for 500. She says, remember, all loans are on the condition that you either bring the weapon back or you pay the balance in full with interest.
Interest. That's where it gets interesting.
Of course, it's interesting.
She says, but like I said, you guys do good work around here, so I wouldn't charge you more than 50% interest. So overall, you would never pay higher than 4,500 for this beautiful specimen.
How about a how about a deal? I throw in this +1 dagger and 300 on and just for
To borrow it?
yeah, because I'm not sure if I might find something better or not. So
She says
because
she says that's fair. Bring it back in a 10-day or so, and make another payment, and we'll let you take it out longer.
let's see. Just trying to think of how long we're gonna be gone for this next time.
She says, "Oh, one moment," and she takes the payment and the dagger, and then you see her quickly etch something on the handle of the axe. You see, like it looks like she takes her finger, and puts a little mark on the handle of the axe.
Oh, like what? Okay.
She says,
Kind of
"Oh,
like putting a rune on it.
yeah." So it puts a little rune. It looks like on the handle of the axe, and she says,
Okay.
She says, in case you can't return it, you understand."
Yeah. That's fine. I still have. Yep. Still have another backup, and plus I'm mainly.
All right, so
Yeah.
headhunter here. Let me put headhunter in there. So
Yeah.
dang it. There we go. +3 battle axe. There you go. All right. Who's next in line? Garnet.
Darn it!
Roll me a
All right.
D100.
Darn it, darn it.
Are you looking for weapons too, Garnet?
Just looking to see what I can find. Weapon or
What kind of weapon are you looking for though? What kind of weapon do you use primarily?
right now I'm using a repeating energy bow.
Oh, the repeating energy bow.
or casting spells.
Yeah, you're both interested in that. Eh? Suddenly I'm popular, man. I see boys.
She says, that's a truly remarkable bow you have. She says, I wouldn't replace it if I were you.
Thank you.
She says,
No, I made it. I made
she-
it myself.
She says, but what I would do is I would possibly put this on it. And she tosses you a little metal like rune type thing.
Ooh, what's this?
And she's like, well, once you place that on your bow, it will help any against any attackers that might get within range.
Ooh.
So if they get too close and you're not able to pick them off with your bow before they get to you, this will help defend you against them. It's a defender rune.
Oh, nice.
So it gives the weapon an extra +2 bonus to your armor class. As a reaction, you can parry with the weapon.
Oh, hey, that sounds cool. How much would you like for that?
1 second. She's like, 1,200 gold would be great.
How about I give you 400 and this +2 dagger.
She's like, I do like magic daggers. She says, yeah, it's a deal.
All right.
So this is the Defender rune. Oh, not Rune. Rune. Rooney. Okay. As a reaction, parry, adding +2 to your AC until the end of your next turn.
That's not a bad little item. Where'd you find that one?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on D&D Speak right now, looking at D100 lists.
Oh, okay.
There's all kinds of different things. This one specifically is a magical item property.
I forgot to use all the wonderful resources that are out there.
All right.
I just pull everything off the top of my head.
Yeah, Luther.
Moron.
Well, I do that sometimes, but sometimes it's easy just to have like a list there and have a roll.
I enjoy it, honestly. I do.
So, all right, Luther. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Alrighty.
Come on, hop up here, boy. Come here. Come on, hop up. Come on, get up here. Come on, all the way. All right, there you go. All right, take a look at the camera,
20,
guy.
20, 25. That's one under the dwarf head.
It's
Oh,
but it doesn't necessarily
Good
mean
camera,
anything.
boys. Say hi. That's your boy, huh? Yeah. What? You want to go in the backyard? You want to go in the backyard? Yes, you do. Okay. You know what? Get the husky out. What about you, Oliver? You want to go in the backyard?
Oh, beautiful husky.
Let me look on a different
What was that, James?
page here.
Beautiful puppy.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen that one yet, huh?
That's the
There's
first time I've
black
seen that one.
Yeah, we have a black one sometimes my other daughter has that's around, but not too often. But, sometimes if she's over here, I'll try to show her to you. She's not as easy. She's kind of chubby. She can't jump up on my lap like that.
Maybe that one. We'll see.
Actually, I was surprised he did that.
Yeah, we're looking at
Pain, lots of pain. Your innards will become your outers.
uno momento, por favor.
Take your time. I understand completely. It is not easy trying to be a dungeon master.
You're a storm herald, correct?
Yes.
Let me try this here. Let me look in here. She says, that's a magnificent axe that you have. She says, I don't know that I even want to touch it, but have you awakened it yet?
Luther's no. All right. Luther takes his axe and he holds it aloft to allow her to, at least get a better look at it. Sideways.
Okay,
Kind of like he would hold out like a.
And it's this demonic great axe, and it does like magma damage when you hit, right? You've already done this several times, but
Right, and I do my best to explain what I've seen to her, and how it came to be.
Yeah.
But I also explained I don't have a head for magic. I'm Luther.
You know what? It's funny. You know what I imagine Luther doing? Holding the axe up and look at it and said, Wake up!
Oh, does he try that? It has
No,
me.
Luther kind of. Luther holds up the tip of the axe head like this. He goes, "Hello, are you awake?"
Or something
I
like
had
that.
a-
You know.
After
I
playing with
didn't
Luther for a
wa-
minute,
didn't know it was asleep. Wake up! Wake up, Axe! Wake up!
after playing with Luther for a minute, I really liked the barbarian subclass he went with. I had a barbarian in my in person game, and I offered them I gave them an intelligent magic item, but to attune the magic item, they had to switch over to that subclass, the storm whatever one,
Storm Herald.
Storm Herald, yeah, because they were chaos. It's just like I don't know, man.
What's-
I don't really like the chaos. The chaos, the way it was playing out, like it seemed to be hindering her more than it was helping her. And she's really happy with the Storm Herald now.
What's Luther's strength?
We're gonna have to pop out. Let me grab it. 18.
Okay, she gingerly puts her hands out toward it, but if you try to like bring it more toward her, she backs away. And she gingerly puts her hands out toward it again to try to like do something, but she's very doesn't want to touch it, but she moves her fingers in such a way that she's doing one of these things, like this, and then she says a word, and it is an infernal word. Does anyone speak infernal?
I think I do.
This character, what do I speak?
Language, Elven.
Nope.
Why do I have Elven twice? Chiefs can't. Apparently, I speak two different forms of Elven.
Sylvan, or two different
Sylvan
types of
and
Elven? Is it
Yeah,
Sylvan
that's
and
what I
Elven,
got.
or is it just two different types of Elven? Is it
It's just
Shadow
Elvish.
Kai and Elvish?
Elven. This is Elven and Elvish,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
and I never felt.
No.
I probably need a language. Is probably what that means. Whoops, my bad. What happened today?
Okay. She says. Hold on 1 second.
She sells seashells down by the seashore.
No, she says, not she sells. She says something. Eh. She says, Nas zequiz luz zequiz nas. And all of a sudden the axe glows and feels warm in your hands once again, like when its powers first awakened to you. And you feel a surge of energy through your body, and you are suddenly stronger. And you know that the axe is somewhat more powerful at this point. So is it a +1 or a +2 axe? +2, right?
Yeah, let me take a look, see, because +1.
Okay. It is now a +2 axe. You now have 2 added to your strength, so your strength is 20 when you're wielding the axe.
Okay.
And the axe will now also, when it deals damage, it will siphon half that damage to you. So if you deal damage and you're hurt at all, however much damage you deal, it will take half of that damage and give it to you in conversion in hit points. Obviously, if the thing you hit doesn't have enough damage to take that much damage, it'll only give you as much hit points as they have. But
Right.
She says, now, I could take that off your hands for a fee. She says, but I don't know that I would keep that particular axe longer than you have to. And roll a d20.
Dun dun dun.
Oh no. Oh, please don't tell me that's bad. That's a 6.
So bad. So bad.
You get a toothpick. Toothpick.
Okay, you guys all notice Luther goes back, and you guys realize you have kind of left the door open, and you guys notice that Luther goes back and closes the door behind all of you.
Interesting.
And Luther, you just felt this urge to close the door for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's only polite to close the door after you open it.
Well, you should have thought of that before you left it open, Gavler. You were the last one in.
Oh. I have my moments where I think clearly.
So
now.
Luther, you will notice over the next day, probably over the next day, I would imagine, that you feel the burning desire to close every door you walk through, even if there are people behind you.
Well, I guess you're bringing up the rear from now on. Luther, the last line.
And then the other thing will be will take precedent. Will take precedent when you go to sleep later. So you know.
Oh no.
All over the body, I told you.
I mean, it makes you more powerful. It does.
I was just.
It's also a
plus.
+2 axe now.
I was just gonna ask her to enchant the helmet so stuff would stop grabbing my face.
Oops.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
She says,
I
could sell you a helmet.
I don't know. I already spent a lot on this one. I kind of don't want to get rid of it so soon.
No, you didn't spend anything on it. She just awakened it for you.
No, he's talking about the helmet.
He's talking about the helmet that he's got.
Oh, well, what would you want me to do to the helmet?
I'm sorry, I had to silence that. God, I hate
Keep on
being
grabbing his
ADHD.
face.
She said, what would you want me to do to the helmet?
Basically, if something bad tries to grab my face, I don't want it to. I want it to let go, so it'll stop grabbing my face.
She's like,
I know it's hard for Luther to articulate these ideas.
She kind of like cocks her head to the side a little bit like a dog, and like I'm a little confused as to what you're actually asking for here, but
Luther has an idea. He explains about the rat spider latching onto his face and how it still bothers him at night, and how and like there was what was that other thing, that brain thing?
Yeah, the
That last stuff?
intellect devourer.
Yeah,
Well,
they
that
don't like
that
the
did a little
power.
bit. That did a little bit different. That jumped into your head, but
And then they
you
didn't.
gotta-
He still has some bad dreams over that, so he's kind of like
Bad
he don't
feelings,
want it to
remembering
happen.
of how it felt.
He's got a phobia of things like attaching themselves to your face and head.
Yeah,
Anything creepy crawly. Like,
yeah, Luther's kind of developed a "don't touch my face."
his worst
Problem now.
nightmare. Face huggers from aliens.
Am I
She
taking
says-
this joke too far? I'm sorry.
she says. She
the
says.
curse takes.
What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. Nothing. I'll wait for you. You're
She
the
said.
DM.
She says, "Well." She says, "I have this, and I am hesitant to sell it to you. It isn't what you would call a desirable item, per se." She says, "But I mean, you already have the axe, so perhaps it's not so bad." And she hands you
no.
a small little triangular rune, that looks like an inverted thaumaturgic triangle.
At least that's not an eyeball.
She says a tiefling once dropped this off to me, and said he found it in the jungles of Chult. She says, I could sell it for no less than 500 gold, but I mean, it could be worth it, and I don't think anything will attach to your face again."
What does it do?
She says, "You just attach it to the helmet."
Yeah, you just put the little thing on the rune on the helmet.
She says, once you attach it, though, you won't be able to unattach it, of course, but you know, there are certain advantages, of course. I wouldn't sell you something that didn't have any advantages. She says, but I am a little hesitant to sell this as though, essentially, it is what some would consider a cursed item, much like your axe.
My axe is cursed.
Well, yes. In a matter of speaking, yes. Okay, no, it's definitely cursed.
You didn't do nothing bad before. What did you do?
Poor Luther. I feel like I'm picking on Luther, but he...
Luther.
Luther
The way
gets
I
some
see
bad
it, so
shit.
it's actually a quirk
It's
of
good,
the magic.
good storytelling stuff, though. But anyway,
Well, let me put it this way. You know how people end up... Luther's ended up being more like me than and I have not even intentionally been trying to play in this way.
So-
I'm just rolling with it and having fun.
so this will I will tell you before you decide that it will add +1 bonus to your armor class.
What? What? Never be able to take your helmet off.
But it is cursed, and I
Well, as long as it doesn't
Just
do
think of
something
yourself as Juggernaut.
as long as it doesn't do something like when I take the helmet off, my head comes off. You know?
As long as he doesn't turn into like the Yanti super like serpent god.
she says she's not sure what it will do beyond giving you that extra boost to the armor class. She says, but she's fairly certain it won't be great. and she says, and in order to get their curse removed, you will have to go to Chult.
I ain't going to Chult with you.
She
bro.
says you'll have to speak to the Uka Uka in Chult, in order for it to be removed.
Are those goblins?
No, the Uka Uka are a village of serpentine people. You know, the Yanti.
Oh. Yanti? Oh.
Yeah, the Yanti.
Oh. Oh. Sorry, I keep myself intentionally ignorant. while we've been playing of anything.
She says you're thinking of the Aku Aku. That is the serpent worshipping goblins that worship the feathered serpent.
Oh.
She says she says I do not have an Aku Aku mask, but I do have this Uka Uka rune.
Jeez. Can I have a moment to think, and then I can come back to you on that one?
She says, Luther, I know you. Take 2 moments.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. Be careful. You got to send a third one. You know why?
All right, so
The first two collide, and you might lose both of them. So you need a third one to get all the way through.
So what was in the lightning bottle?
the rain bottle.
Yeah.
Nobody bought the rain bottle yet, but I mean, 1 second. Hold on. I'm in the wrong spot. The rain bottle. Who was asking?
Darn it.
Garnet. Okay, 1 second. Where did it go? I think it's here. Oh, wait, no, I know where it was. I remember where it was. Items. Where'd they go? Mad Scientist Lab. No. There it is. Hag's Lair. There we are. Okay. It was... Rain bottle. Where'd you go, rain bottle?
84.
Was it 84?
Yep.
Could be. Yeah. No, yep. It's a broken arrow atop a bottle of rain. Holding the bottle, you feel no different. Looking at the bottle, you feel no different. But when you touch the arrow, your hand starts to get covered in like this anodized steel. And your hand is like, gripping the arrow on the top of the bottle.
Right. Oh. That might be worth it.
And your hand is like locked around this arrow now. And she says, if you need help with that, I can help you.
What does this do? Besides lock my hand on the arrow.
And she says, well, the bottle, holding the bottle, allows you to walk on water. And she says, holding the arrow, as you can see, turns your hands to steel. Or turns your hand to steel. She says, you can take the arrow out of your hand with the other hand, but you must do so quickly, otherwise both hands could turn to steel. And you can see the disadvantages of having your hands being made of steel. It's very hard to hold utensils that way, and you'd be at disadvantage for anything that required nimble dexterity of the fingers.
Yeah, I can definitely see that would be not so good.
Or any task requiring 2 hands, for that matter. But
Yep.
what the turning your hands to steel does, though, in out of game or in game terms, in game mechanics terms, is you'll do double damage for an unarmed strike.
Yeah. It'd be good for a monk character, or an unarmed striker, but
She says, she says, I don't know why. You don't have to have the arrow in your hand. You can just keep it in your pocket. But for some reason, the bottle doesn't work without the arrow, and the arrow doesn't work without the bottle.
model. Yes, no, I
She
think I'll
says,
pass.
it's a strange item from a hag's lair. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, who understands a hag?
Not I. They are the strangest of the Fae for sure.
Yes, I
The elves, yeah, them creeps worry me.
I would have to agree with you.
She says, oh, okay, so what you came for? And she puts the last shelf down. She leaves the rune out for Luther in case he wants it. Leaves the bottle out in case with the arrow in case somebody wants it. Says, this must be the shelf you guys came looking for. And she pulls up another shelf with all sorts of odds and ends.
I ask her specifically, I say, do you have anything that is good at stopping tree ants?
I would think fire is good for stopping tree ants.
Yes. So
Oh, with this handy axe now, get it down low enough. It'll go hat. It'll be nicely cut. I think.
She says, I would, if it were me, just go over to the apothecary and buy several vials of alchemist fire.
Yes, that would work. Or wand of fireballs?
And she says,
Or-
well, I could sell you a wand of fireballs, I suppose. She says, are you actually looking for a wand of fireballs?
Possibly. That would work.
She says, I have one. She says, it's somewhat broken, though.
Oh.
Of course, it's probably the only reason you could afford it. Unless you've got 32,000 gold on you.
Oh, no. I don't have that much.
She says, but I have this one. And she says, I can sell it to you for about 10,000 gold.
Yep, nope, don't have that much either.
But the problem is every once in a while I've heard that casters using this wand sort of center the fireball on themselves.
Yeah, no, that's not probably going to be good. Then I'm not looking for a wand of fireballs. Not that one.
Not that bad.
So, what did you alchemist fire at the apothecary shop? Thanks for the clue.
Yeah. She says besides, don't you have something to do?
Yes.
You guys have an aura about you that you have some previous thing to do. I don't think you're going to come back and take care of those treants till some other time.
Oh, yes, but it's on my list.
It's on our to-do list.
He says,
Weren't we supposed to be trying to stop a Draculich?
he says, she says, I think that could be in the cards eventually, but I thought that you had something nearer by than the Draculich.
Yes, a Draculich is maybe on the list, but a lot farther down.
Luther doesn't know anything.
We
He
got
just
stuff
goes
to do,
along.
and along the way we'll get stuff done. It's just on our list of things to do.
Okay, so show us what you were about to show before my mind went on.
Well, she's got a big old pile of stuff. We're gonna let Tharja roll a couple times,
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
even though she's not here. You're gonna roll for Tharja a couple times, James.
Okay.
Okay.
Just communicate with her. She's answering us in Discord, so.
Okay. Here we go. Roll number 1.
Actually, I think we're gonna roll just once for Tharja, and the second thing is something I'm going to give you the option of getting for her. But go ahead and roll once first.
Here we go. Ba, 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 ba.
53. What Tharja notices that she is interested in is a black crystal ball.
Ooh.
She says this is
Shiny.
Mealy says this is not a cursed item. She says, but be careful of its doing. It shows you things that shouldn't be rather than things that are.
Ah.
She says, it is not cursed, but use its interpretation wisely. It's a dark scrying glass that will only show things that you're better off not seeing.
That's not good.
This is
Oh no,
this
Luther
one.
in his underwear.
She says this one came to me after the previous owner looked into it and fell into a suicidal depression.
Oof. Yes, sometimes it's basically like finding out something that you are not meant to meant to know.
She says it's good for premonition. She says, but it can have adverse effects on the mind, so to speak, if you take everything to heart. And she says, but I could sell you that for 100 gold. It's a scrying device, so. Which 100 gold is really good for a scrying device, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Okay, roll that second roll. $71. Ooh, good roll.
You know, I was just thinking about something.
What?
We were kids. Most of us had a toy that came with a toy bong.
Came with a toy bong, is that what you said?
Yes, yeah. Jabba the Hutt had a toy bong.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's true. That's funny. Yeah.
Jabba Hutt did have that bongs.
The toy hookah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it still worked.
I did not.
Okay.
And that explains so much.
My dad did not let me have dolls.
Dolls.
No, that's why they're called
yeah,
action
but anyway.
figures.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
So
I was not allowed to have those either. My dad, I got one from my grandma for Christmas one year. It was a
He
spot,
saw it as a doll.
and my dad took it from me and threw it away because his son was not going to be allowed to play with dolls.
1,500 gold pieces, James, is what this price is for Tharja. But not for the scrying thing. That was 100. But she has two things. One looks like a blade made of diamonds, and the tang is silver. Its pommel is diamond as well. It reflects and refracts light, and like magically and mysteriously.
I know she has the money
other
for
thing-
the orb.
The other thing, that is, it's 1,500 for either of these two things. The other thing is a small bag of sand.
Let me guess. It says time on it.
No, it is a bag of pocket dimension sand. The sand is enchanted to open a doorway to a pocket dimension. To use, you scatter the sand on the surface of your choosing and utter the command word, and a doorway equal to the space the sand covers, no greater than 10 by 10 feet, opens for 1d6 minutes. There's enough sand to cover a 10 foot by 10 foot space, 2 times, or 4 separate 5 foot by 5 foot spaces. You can use it multiple times, and the doorway leads to the same pocket dimension.
Ah.
But once it's used, it's all used up. So
Ah.
it's mostly like either for using as a bag of holding or portable hold type of thing, or like temporarily, or like to escape an enemy perhaps, or make a pit to trap an enemy, something along those lines.
That does seem like something she would do.
So either that or the diamond blade.
That seems like something she would want.
Yeah. Because
The diamond
First-
blade is a +1 dagger. And if she attacks with it, she can add acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder, necrotic, or radiant damage to the attack. And it's determined randomly what it'll be.
Well, she probably needs that to back up her jumping into middle of melee at times. She may need that.
Right. We're doing a shopping session.
Episode.
Episode, yeah. That's good. It'll give me a chance to set up maps for next time.
Right.
Give her the dagger. That's what I think the dagger is
Yeah.
more her style.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1,500 gold.
Okay,
And
see.
then you decide whether or not you want the scrying device. You can get a normal crystal ball for like 10 gold pieces, but it doesn't automatically allow you to use scrying. You have to have the spell scrying, or you have to. I think you have to have the spell scry. Is it? Or no? Maybe you can do regular scrying through crystal ball. Hang on, let me see. You used to be able to.
Well, actually, Gavor will pay for the ball for Tarja.
Okay, yeah, it's a spell scrying. So the ball allows you to use scrying by itself, though the ball.
Gavor will pay for the 100 for the ball
Okay.
because I really like it, but I'm also, but I know, yeah.
Did Gabber just buy the cursed scrying item?
It's not cursed, but yes. It's
I
I guess it's mildly
It's just
cursed.
inconvenient.
it's more it's
Basically.
inconvenienced.
it's basically things which you should not see or should not do.
It's not cursed, it's hexed.
Yeah, that's different.
Shoot.
Okay, now let's see. And for you said 1,500.
Yeah, 1,500 for the dagger.
Okay. I do not know how she would want to pay.
So here's the diamond blade's powers. It's called the diamond blade. And it's specifically a dagger. Alright, you know what? I am going to go on break again real quick, guys. I have to use the facilities.
Shame.
Be back online here.
Back.
We're back.
Um,
All right.
Oh
The
yeah.
only thing is, I'm not sure how we would, I'm not sure how Sergeant would want to pay for all this.
Just we'll. It's gonna be 1,500 gold. We'll say 1,600 gold total. Well, no, you're paying for the 100. You're paying for the ball, right?
I've already paid for the ball.
Okay. 1,500 gold pieces to Tharja. We'll let her decide how she wants to pay for it. Don't forget, you guys do have gems that you could pay with or partial with, but you also, you may want to keep the gems for other things, depending.
Right. And
Yes.
We're not even on,
Luther said he'd
Those-
help if anybody needs it. 'Cause he's got 2,700 gold on his purchase.
Negative. Actually, I'm going to put negative 1,500 to Tharja.
I do have a couple items I could help her out with, or towards paying for it.
Well, like I said, there's items in the party treasure too. So.
It's just a couple potions that we ain't really found a use for.
Oh, I thought there was some gems and jewelry that would be worth money.
Well, some of the gems are needed for in case people go down. I need to revive within them.
Yeah, but like I just said, some of them could be used for gold, or but you might want to use them for other things. But you should have jewelry items. You should have jewelry items too that are worth X amount of thousands of gold.
No, we got rid of all that. That's how come from on our last shopping trip we sold everything. All we got left is
Then
7
how are you
gems.
guys so low on gold?
Because we spent it all on shit last time we went shopping. We bought everything we
Luther's
could,
spooky
okay.
helmet.
Yeah.
except for Luther.
Okay. Well, that makes
I
sense.
spent
That
some
makes
stuff.
sense when you spend thousands of gold at the magic shop. It happens. You're better off finding treasure in the dungeons, depending.
Right. We haven't been finding a whole lot.
But the real treasure is the friends we made along the way,
There you go. All right.
and what we steal from their corpses.
Okay, so you finish up shopping at the magic thing. You're gonna go get some alchemist fire. You can buy as many as 10 vials of alchemist fire. They're 50 gold pieces each.
Luther, them are on you.
Well, I know. Garnet was looking for some alchemist fire.
We all want.
Although Garnet, you're an artificer, so I don't imagine that you couldn't make alchemist fire also. So,
Yeah.
oh,
right.
good point.
and making it's only 25 gold apiece.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Luther will buy the components if you make them.
Okay.
And if you make them for the apothecary, you can get paid for them.
There you go.
It takes you, I'm going to say it takes you a day to craft two vials worth of alchemist's fire. So yeah, you could make them over time, but
Do we have time?
you have
At the moment, no.
You don't now. You're getting ready to go out and
Right.
you're
right.
supposed to go
Okay,
back to
so
You're supposed to go
how
back to
much
the
was
inn.
it?
What?
the alchemist fire. How much were they? 5 gold each.
50.
No, 50.
50.
And we don't need them right now because we're not going after.
They're 50
Koreans.
gold each.
Okay. So 5 platinum, basically. Okay.
But at any rate, you're supposed to go back to the inn.
Right.
Once you're done, and go into the inn using your key. So you guys gonna
Yep.
do that?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Okay, you guys go do that. You head into the inn. Mitchver says, "Oh, that way," and he points to a door. And you guys go through that door. And when you come out, you come back out of the inn, and you are in a place that you've never been to before. It's a small but bustling city. It looks like a fairly large city. You haven't seen a whole lot of cities this large. It's at least as large as like Iriabor or Burdusk. It seems like that large. Um, you're not 100% sure because you've only just seen like when you come out of the inn. Um, you see people walking around. They're all speaking common. There's a couple orcs, mostly humans, a few halflings and dwarves, and a few elves, but mostly humans. As you're walking down the road, you notice that the inn you came out of is called the Wild Goose.
Okay.
So more than one of those will be the wild geese.
Something like that.
As long as we don't have to go chasing.
You also pass this place called the Lady's House. It's like a temple. There's a tavern called the Dancing Dracolisk, and finally you find yourself in the middle of town square. And you're not 100% sure what where to go, but you see what looks like a city hall. And
Okay.
you are pretty sure that you're in Arabelle, which is where she said she was the mayor of.
Excellent.
So are you guys
Keep
going
going.
to head up to the town hall?
Absolutely.
Yep. Stick it together. We don't want to get lost and separated
Okay.
at the moment.
After a brief delay with guards and questioning and what are you guys doing here and what do you want and blah blah blah, and then you explain a little bit about what's going on, and they usher you into an office. The room itself is large and a bit sparse, with wood walls and with walls of wood and stone. An unlit fireplace resides along one wall, and a window looking out into the courtyard of a citadel resides in another. Furniture consists of some fine oaken chairs, a padded bench against a window, a variety of potted plants, and a large desk. To the side of the desk is a rack of rolled-up scrolls, and behind it is a sheathed sword and a shield hanging on the wall. The woman looks like a halfling, very young. Actually, there are two figures in the room. One is a woman in her early 30s, dressed in a well yet comfortably in a dark green robe and a tan cloak. Her attitude is one of welcome, and her manner is one of quiet potency. The other is a short figure, not over 5 feet tall. He is heavy-set, and his features are impassive. Most notably, he appears to be carved solid from some dull black rock, with dim yellow lights occasionally flickering beneath the surface. The mayor invites you toward the chairs, and she says, are you all comfortable?
Each move.
She nods at the figure and says, this golem made his way to my office yesterday morning with the following message. Murmuring turns toward the figure and says, Peen, repeat your request. In a stiff, guttural voice, the golem responds, I am Peen. On behalf of my master, the Sapphire Mage, I bring greetings to the mayor and people of Arabelle. As the lands about your city are well suited for my lord's needs, he would desire to dwell in Arabelle. However, he feels it is impossible to carry out his experiments in such close proximity to others. Therefore, he offers the people of Arabelle 50 enchanted swords and half again as many spears of a similar nature, as well as potions to extend a man's life by nigh on a century, and emeralds and rubies equal in value to over 100,000 of your gold lions. In return, he requests that all citizens vacate the city and the surrounding lands for 2 miles, and that such property be ceded to the Sapphire Mage. 1 part in 4 will be paid to the city within a fortnight of her acceptance of this proposal. The balance to be paid when the evacuation is complete. My master recognizes the inconvenience that willing compliance with his will might entail, but nonetheless feels his offer is more than generous. He cannot be persuaded to increase his payment. He pauses. It seems to pause for a second and says, "It is natural that the city should want to discuss these matters with the Sapphire Mage. If so, I am permitted to lead a diplomatic mission to his sanctum. My lords ask that such a delegation be chosen with promptness. The Sapphire Mage advises you that he dwells deep within the ethereal realms, recommending that you plan appropriately."
Do we have any money on any of the cards?
No, we don't. Oh, I don't know.
Shame on my-
So we'll wait for James 1 second.
Hold a second, guys.
Yep. And give you guys a chance to think for a second too, will you?
Luther goes over there and just kind of pokes.
You're
The
muted,
goal on
James.
the
I don't know if
shoulder.
you know.
So basically, they want us to act as a diplomatic delegation.
Essentially, yeah. She wants to delegate you guys as diplomats to go talk to the Sapphire Mage.
On the ethereal plane.
On the ethereal. Does she not know we're murder hobos?
Maybe she does, and maybe that's why she's thinking you would be perfect for the job. Or maybe less so Mitchifer does and thinks you'd be perfect for the job. Because she doesn't really know you guys at all, but Mitchifer knows all about you guys.
Oh my goodness.
They have a quiet.
Are you back yet, James?
You're still muted.
No, he says no. He says no. I will say, I might have to repeat this for James, but Mermine turns toward the party and explains that despite the Sapphire Mage's generous offer, I can't accede to his requests for several reasons. In the first place, I don't have authority. Arabelle is part of Cormyr, belongs to the king. Only His Majesty could agree to such an arrangement. Even if I could, I'd refuse the offer. Arabelle is militarily and economically crucial to Cormyr, and the price offered would not even be close to begin to make up for her loss. And the memory of Gondigal's would-be empire, based as it was in Arabelle, is too fresh. Many of the Dalelands might see fit to invade Arabelle. All in all, it's a bad idea. The matter of justice also says no, however lucrative the payment. It would go to the kingdom coffers, or perhaps the merchant houses in Arabelle, but the populace would be sure to get little or nothing. I mean, the mage's deal is tempting, don't get me wrong. And the veiled threat that he would take Arabelle by force if he was declined seems strong enough. The Sapphire Mage's powers have been legendary for centuries, but I summoned the city elders last night for an emergency council, and opinions were divided, but our final answer must be no. To this end, I've asked Lady Cheodot, a pursuivant from the House of Hilor, to speak on Arabelle's behalf. Mermine turns toward a door beside the fireplace and calls for Lady Cheodot to enter the room. Two humans come into view through the doorway. The first is Lady Cheodot. She looks to be in her late 50s, although she carries herself as well as the health of a woman half her age. Her hair is gray to white, cut in a conservative style, and her garb is red and tan of a comfortable but carefully tailored fit. A very form-fitting fit.
Yes. We will protect you.
Grandolith, you think that perhaps she knows she knows her way around a weapon or two.
Okay.
Her garb is red and tan, of comfortably tailored fit with a low collar. Um, One second. Okay, it doesn't. I'm not seeing what the second person looks like. The second human.
Kevlar's back.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm back.
did you hear what I said previously while you were AFK?
Kinda, sorta.
Okay, so the mayor's looking for a delegation to go to talk to the Sapphire Mage to turn him down and make him see reason or turn him down and do whatever
Come
needs to
with
be done.
another solution.
Yeah, come up with some sort of solution. Yeah, essentially.
Okay. So we'll begin the walking delegates. Hopefully they don't fill the room full of
And
noxious gas.
Lady Chiadot, of course, will be going with you. And hang on. She will be the envoy of Arabelle. Hold on one second here. She seems polite. The man accompanying her appears to be a scribe. His name is Goodman Alex. He is an apprentice to a sage and a friend of His Majesty, or introduced as a friend of His Majesty.
The House of Own seems rather strong today.
Yeah, he says. He says he's he says he's glad to meet you all and hopes that you'll be able to take care of this matter post haste and without incident.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. What's the reward for this task?
She says she gave you each a gem, and she said that she was going to give you each a total of 50 gems. Is the thing. So,
This was the down payment.
yeah, the 5 gems that you got were the down payment, and then she's going to give you a total of 50. So 10 times that amount essentially. But she introduces she introduces Lady Chiadot and Goodman Alex. He's carrying a set of scribe's tools, by the way, and a sheaf of scrolls. And she introduces you to them, and she says, you will be their guards for the mission. Although I hardly expect a need for armed guards, your ladyship can well appreciate the use of companions and skilled in, shall we say, alien dimensions. She says, rather somewhat unknowingly, she says, these companions are skilled in such experience, and yet are not powerful enough to imply a threat to the mage. If this is acceptable to both her ladyship and to you adventurers, whatever you call yourselves as a group, I am prepared to offer you the payment, as I said, of 50 gems equaling 500 lions per person. So essentially you'll each get 10 gems that are worth 50 gold.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So 500 gold pieces each, basically.
Right.
That's pretty good. Especially since some places some people don't even see a whole lot of money.
Lady Chiodot,
So-
like, she kind of squints her eyes, looks at, like, takes you all in and kind of nods, like unsquints and kind of nods in agreement. The mayor,
Luther
the mayor
just sits in the
sighs.
back. He's got his arms crossed. He's trying to look quiet and menacing, but
Did you take the
he's
rune?
terrible.
Did you take the rune, Luther?
No.
Okay. The mayor sighs and says, "By the gods, I charge you the task of guarding the person of Lady Cheodot and the interests of Arabelle, keeping each free from harm." She sits back then and allows you to ask questions. Should you have any.
Did the wizard say why he wanted your area?
Yeah, he did. When the Golem explained, he said that the wizard would like to have the area to live in as his place. He basically wants to take over Arabelle as his living place, and he wants everybody to move out because he wants to be able to perform experiments there without the need of without prying eyes or without actually injuring somebody needlessly.
Well, and
What
I'm
would
also
be the point?
well, I'm
What
also
would be the
thinking
point of what?
also.
Just if you're gonna take over a city, why would you take over a city if no one's gonna live there but you?
Like I said, so he doesn't kill people in the conducting of his experiments.
But he can do that outside the city.
He wants to be in the city. I know it's very contradictory.
He's doing that outside of the city now. He's doing that on the ethereal plane. But maybe there's certain experiments he wants to conduct that don't involve being on the ethereal plane or whatever. But who knows? It's hard to say.
And plus,
I guess you could
I'm
ask
also-
him that when you get there.
I'm gonna
is there
have
any
to.
other places that's needing people?
What's that?
Is there places that we could think of that might need people?
Like citizens?
Yeah.
He says that
No.
she says there's all sorts of places, but you must keep this from happening.
Understand this. If this happens, Cormar will go to war.
Okay.
It's very likely that Cormyr will end up in war with the Dale lands, and not only that, but I would be acting without my king's authority.
Well, don't do that.
And at the very least, Cormyr goes to war with the Sapphire Mage, which I don't know how that will end.
Same as it's going to end when you send us to see him.
Yeah.
You see
It
her
looks
you
like
see
it
her
could be
give you
that.
see her give a slight smile, and she says, "I'm hoping it won't come to that, but if it does, I'm planning for that. I'm hoping you can carry out whatever is needed to be carried out."
I wonder if there's magic going to increase my number of teleports.
See, I'm just trying to think of different type of solutions.
We
I'm
have a
thinking we're gonna have to.
sword and a
we-
scroll.
We're gonna have to talk to him. Just there's something missing here.
He says,
There's
the mayor says, "Well, if there's no further questions, though, Peen, the diplomatic mission is ready to follow you."
Yeah, let's get this on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And at this, the Golem animates. With the same stiffness as characterizes his speech, he walks out the door. Lady Cheodot and Goodman Alex make haste to follow.
Nice. All right, we follow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Peen leads you to the Wild Goose. Back to the Wild Goose. Where he stops and gestures subtly, before proceeding through the entrance. Thus does he step into the World Serpent Inn.
Of course, we follow.
The passage through the World Serpent is brief. A walk up one set of stairs, across a balcony where two Umbra Hulks try to drink each other under the table, down another staircase, and back through the front door that you came in, and leaves, and you are back into the streets of Arabelle, but only as ephemeral phantoms Peen has led you to the border of the ethereal plane. Peen changes direction, heading deeper into the ethereal and fading from your view. Due to the nature of the plane, you can follow by desire to do so. All you have to do is want to follow.
Yeah, we'll
I wanna
follow.
Follow.
As you travel from the border of the border, the city of Arabelle recedes in all directions. Soon, you find yourself in the deep ethereal, next to a blue-green curtain. Peen is there as well, continuing the journey, moving slowly enough for you to follow. He takes about 400 minutes, so like 6 hours of travel. Does that sound about right? It takes you guys about 6 hours to reach the castle. One of the first things that transpires, you see that oh no, I take that back because you don't have that one. Never mind. About 2 hours. Okay, the total travel is going to be about 6 hours. But about 2 hours after your ethereal trek, you pass by an irregularly shaped copper-colored curtain, which writhes and undulates as you near it. The curtain marks the border to the demiplane of electromagnetism.
I calculated that. That amount comes to 6.66663 or something like
Hours.
that.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Not at all.
Okay, here we go. Let me do this. I gotta make a map. I gotta make a map. Okay. Anyway.
Making a map. Making a map. It's making a map, everybody.
Okay, we gotta change some music too. Gotta give us some
Friday the
strange
13th.
music.
Strange man.
Strange music. All right, let's get some strange music. Where's I need some strange music.
Strange magic. I mean music.
It's a kind of magic.
Right.
It's
Let me
the
find it.
kind of magic.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna put this on the map layer here.
My mom's on her way over to get my rear end gear.
Alrighty. And okay, so we're only 2 hours into the trip, but after 2 hours, you guys, as you're passing this curtain, 4 electrical-looking figures shoot forth from the copper curtain towards you, and begin to try to attack.
Oh, joy.
Uh-oh.
And defend.
Shockingly.
Hold on, let me zoom out. Width is going to be 50, no, 40, I think. And height is going to be 100. We'll try that. Okay, hold on. It didn't work out. Why did it not work out? I have no idea. Okay, but either way, we're going to move you to this map real quick.
Whee!
There. Okay, can you guys see the map for now?
Not yet. It's just
On
black.
YouTube, yeah.
Out.
Yeah, it's just black.
It's still loading for me.
Still black.
Let me
It's
switch-
just black.
Let me switch maps real quick because I don't know why it didn't load up right. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I just had a refresh on my thing too, so I was still waiting on the refresh.
So it's actually more than 100 tall, but here we're gonna do this. And we'll make it 37 wide. There we go. Alright. Oh, man, damn it. Why is this? Roll 20? Go home, you're drunk. I don't know, I hate it when it does this crap. So this will be our battle map, and this will be where we start, and we'll... Why is it? Oh, okay, I see what happened there. We will start next session. And I am going to start us toward the bottom of the map.
Okay.
I don't even know if you can see this map right now, but I think you can.
Yeah, I
I still
just
can't see it, but
on YouTube I can.
Oh, that's because the dynamic lighting is on. Okay, here we go. There we go. Turn it off for now. And then... Now you should be able to see it.
ah, okay.
Oh yeah, I can see something now.
So I will set that up, and these things look somewhat similar to like a quasi-elemental ball of lightning. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a quasi-elemental ball of lightning looks like.
Yeah,
But it basically looks like ball lightning.
Yeah, Sergeant. I don't think Witchbolt's gonna work on them, so she'll have to use Firebolt or something.
I mean, Witch Bolt, I think, is necrotic, but yeah, fair enough.
We'll figure something out. Oh, Stu. Ah!
Tokens, and then and then I'll set this map up for our next session, and we'll be good to go. I know not that there wasn't a lot of super happening in this session, but this is basically we were at the end of the last thing when you guys ran from the hag, and so that's kind of the end of an arc. So but what will happen is you guys will be facing off with several things coming up here. Hold on, let me find out how many of these things. And you guys are basically beginning a whole other trek for the ladder, the next part of your arc, so to speak.
Right. Excellent. Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I had to change my dice color because it didn't matter what color I turned my dice to. Someone else ended up with that color. I'm like, is that my dice? Am I my dice? Because like I think I was blue, but James had blue, and I was like, I kept confusing his, so I switched to green, and then Zach's is green now. So I'm like, and then maybe I just tried to switch to a different color of green, but it just was too much. So
I don't even see you in the roll 20 now.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I stay. In
Oh,
the
I
roll
see.
20.
Oh, yeah, you're gray. Okay, so somebody's not in there. John, I guess.
I'm not. Yeah, I
Okay.
closed both of them. Yeah.
All right, so 2 weeks, and we'll be
The
back.
27th?
2 weeks is the 27th. Do we want to gather on the 27th because it's the 2 days after Christmas? I'm good with 2 days after Christmas, but
I'm
I don't care.
good with 2 days after Christmas.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'd be good.
I'm not going anywhere.
I didn't know if people had holiday plans or whatever. So, all right then. Well, thanks for joining us on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of dice. We battled fearsome foes and forged unforgettable memories together. As this session draws to a close, remember, the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice, weaving those tales, and farewell, adventurers. Don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all the platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Give us likes and subscribes and all that good stuff. Check us out on Patreon if you want to support us. And until next time, may all your actions surge.
Surge!
Have a good one.
Bye! Happy holidays!
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within, from